Hi, my friends. How are you? Are you ready for some summer decor? In today's video, I'm going to show you both my mantles and my little trunk all decorated for summer. Hi, I'm Bonnie Overman. I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope my channel will inspire you to lead a more productive, creative, and stylish life at any age, always on a budget. You know, I'm 73 and I just say it because if I can do it, believe me, I know you can do it too. I have confidence in you at any age. I want to thank all my lovely subscribers, all my dear sweet friends that take the time to watch my videos and comment. It means the world to me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so. You don't want to miss a different theme every month. And then all my tablescaping and decor and craft videos are all around those themes. And if you like this, please give me a thumbs up. It does help my channel. Okay, so again, I have foster kittens in the background. If you hear all kinds of a racket, they're in the room with me and I haven't fed them yet and they really need to go to sleep. They're driving me absolutely nuts. I have to go in and play with them like 4 times a day to get them, pet them, get them used to people, to socialize them first. That was the deal. So hopefully, and now they're quiet. Okay, let's talk about decor. So my living room mantle, it's all about lemons and bees and daisies. I love lemons. I have a Meyer lemon tree in the front yard and every day I juice half of a lemon in my electrolyte drink. And I absolutely love it. They're almost sweet. They're so amazing. But I love fresh lemons. I just think, squeezing lemon on food or in your drinks or whatever it is, it's just such a summery feeling. And I even wore a sleeveless top today, which I've never done on my channel. Boy, I need a tan, don't I? Anyway, I don't like to go out in public without sleeves, but you know how it goes. Anyway, so it's going to be black and white prints. And I'm going to show you a different way of doing it. You can use actual prints or photographs. You can use plates. You can use different things for this mantle. But if you have any clear glass containers, fill them full of faux lemons. You can get them at Dollar Tree or anywhere else. And they look so fresh and wonderful. I just love it. And pair it with green and maybe pair it with black and white. In my den, I have a whole different look because 4th of July is on July 4th. I can't really do a bunch of videos unless I stick them into June. So we're going to have a 4th of July vintagey looking little wagon with firecrackers going off and all that. Red, white, and blue forever. And then in my little trunk, I'm doing a tribute to my dad. And he's got a purple heart and all of that. So I thought I'd do some red, white, and blue and some pictures of my dad in it. I think you're going to enjoy it. Anyway, I hope you love this. I hope you get so inspired to decorate for summer. And I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye. Welcome to my mantles and my little side table for June, the start of summer. If you hear a loud noise in the background, that's my 3 kittens going crazy right across the room from me. I apologize for that. Anyway, I wanted to show you, this is one of my favorite mantles, and it's all about black and white, lemons, daisies, and bees. So fresh, so crisp for summer. Oh, I just can't wait till it gets more of a summer type weather and we could go swimming, go to the beach. Anyway, I started here with my 2 glass containers. This is an apothecary jar. This one's kind of, I know it's supposed to hold a candle, I guess. I put faux lemons from Dollar Tree in there and then an explosion of daisies and white flowers out of my containers. Now this one's a shorter container, so I do use 3 books that have black and white in them. Now I'm going to show you black and white photographs. You can always use dishes also, and I'm going to show you that in just a minute. I put the different photographs at different levels. I thought it gave a little bit more interest. I did add a bee to that jar, to my mirror, and to my other jar over here. I use my green balls and my daisy balls. And I will show you later how I make those daisy balls. And just some little loose daisies that I have, some limes and cut lemons. It's all faux. And I think it looks so fresh and crisp for summer. Again, black and white with yellow. Really love that combo. And I think this is kind of easy to replicate. And I like the design of this one very much. All right, now, if you don't have photographs, let's try some dishes, some china. Let me show you the difference. Now, here's a different look in case you don't want to use black and white photographs or don't have them. Now, these are my black and white china. And I've also used my black and white china also as an alternative. But the point is you can be very flexible, I think, with this basic arrangement. Anyway, I hope you like this a lot. To me, it's just so summery and fresh. Like I said before, I do have a Meyer lemon tree outside, which I love to use. All right, now let's go celebrate 4th of July in my den. Welcome to my kind of vintage style 4th of July mantle. You know, every year I try to do something similar, but try to change it up a little bit. Now, I always use my topiaries. I bring those in, and I love using 3 ribbons. So I have a red and white stripe, kind of a blue jean fabric, and then a burlap ribbon. I think burlap just gives it a little bit of a vintage look, and that brings in my red, white, and blue. And then I always do some raffia, my little firecrackers on each side, and my little white wheelbarrow that I got from Hobby Lobby. Now, I usually put firecrackers in there, but this year I wanted to do a little banner, and it was just too much. So I decided to kind of simplify it, and I used one of my mother's Liberty plates and some Dollar Tree flags in the little wheelbarrow, and I think it looks so cute. Then what I did is I bought these God Bless America, which I say every day, one of these vertical signs. In other words, it goes this way, so God Bless America. And I didn't like it. I was going to put it on either side here. And so I said, why don't I make it like a garland or a banner? So I ripped it all apart. So you can see here, I kind of made a little tube. I hot glued a little tube of burlap ribbon, then ran this Dollar Tree rope through the holes, all through here, so I can move them if I want to. And then I just slid on each end these burlap bows that I made, and I think it looks so cute. It reminds me of a banner or a garland or that bunting that they have at 4th of July. And I think it looks so cute. It's a little different, but I really, really like it this year. I think it has a little bit of a vintage look, and it celebrates our freedom for 4th of July. All right, now I'd like to take and show you my little trunk on the table, a tribute to my dad. So here's my little table that I have coming into my den with my little trunk. And I just keep this little fiber stuff in there all year long. And I put different displays in, and that's something you can do too. But I wanted to do a tribute to my dad since this month does have Father's Day in it. And I'm going to start over here on the left. So this is a letter that my dad got. I think it is discharge or when the war ended, from Harry Truman. And then over here, I've added some pinwheels, some flags from Dollar Tree, and the other Liberty blue plate. That was my mom and dad's. And then here's a picture of my dad. Now he's on the right. I don't know who that person is on the left, but my dad is on the right here. And I wanted to include some of his medals. He did have a Purple Heart for Valor. And you can see he was in the American Defenders of Bataan and Corregidor. And he got the Purple Heart for Valor. And he also has this Prisoner of War medal. So my dad was 19 when he went into the service. He was in the Army. And he was one of the ones that was captured and worked in a Mitsubishi mine. And was in prison camp. I think it was for 2 years. This was really hard for these young men, you know, not even 20 years old and having to go through all this. Anyway, I just wanted to do this to honor my dad for Father's Day. And as we're going to be celebrating our country's freedom also, I wanted to honor him as We thank him for his service and helping us be a free country. All right. I hope you like this. I hope you got some ideas from whether you like bees and lemons and daisies or a vintage 4th of July look, or just want to do a tribute for your family member. And this would work well for Memorial Day or Veterans Day too. All right. I hope you loved it. Most of all, I hope you got so inspired. And I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye.